watching Let's Chat.
The weekend ahead, one of the heaviest traveled weekends by car anytime during the year. Now, what happens if you or someone you love is involved in a fender bender or something a little bit worse? Thatcher Smith is here with Warren and Griffin to talk about what you should do and maybe more importantly, what you shouldn't do. Thatcher, first of all, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on passing the bar and joining the Warren and Griffin family.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Nice job indeed.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's say the inevitable happens. You're involved in a fender bender where there's not a heck of a lot of damage to either car. What's the first thing you do from that point?
Well, first, thank you for having me here this morning. The first thing that you always want to do is call 911. You know, it's always important to have the authorities on the scene, just to have somebody there as a neutral arbiter, take down the information and make sure that everything goes accordingly from there. So you just always want to make sure that the police come so they can document the scene and then have everybody know what to expect moving forward from there.
What if the other person involved in the fender bender's got a little bit of an attitude? We'll put it like that. You're not totally convinced that you're totally safe. What do you do then?
Probably in that situation, you know, it's going to be best to remain in your vehicle where you can stay safe. You know, especially if you're in an accident in a part of the road where it's not safe to get out because of heavy traffic or whatever. You know, it's best just to stay in your vehicle until the authorities arrive on scene, and then they can get everything sorted out from there.
All right, if you're confident of your safety, what do you do from that point? Check on the other driver, make sure they're okay?
That's the next big thing that you want to do. You know, from anytime that you're in an accident, it's always important on a human level to be able to check on the other driver, make sure that everything is okay with them so that we can look out for each other as a community. And while you're checking on the other driver, you know, it's important to get their information as well and give them your insurance information so that you can exchange that and have that information going forward.
And if you do a lot of these things before the police get there, your time on the roadside is going to be cut to a minimum, so you probably should do that.
Yes, sir.
All right, what happens if you're not feeling all that great? Got a neck pain or a back pain or something else that's maybe a little more obvious?
Whenever you're in the accident, the next step then is to go and get evaluated at the ER. After an accident, you know, you can have a lot of emotion, you can have a lot of thoughts, you can have a lot of feelings going on. And so you might not think in the moment, you know, the extent of the injury that you have, and you have a lot of endorphins and everything running through your body as well. So it's important to go get checked out and make sure that there are no underlying issues. And if there are underlying issues, to go ahead and start getting those treated. I've
heard this said before by people who have been in wrecks, some fender benders, some a little bit more serious, that I'm not going to go. I'm not going to pay my insurance. I'm not going to get my insurance to pay for something that wasn't my fault. Not the smartest idea.
You never know in the moment what the full extent of those injuries are going to be, and it's not uncommon for injuries to surface a week, 2 weeks later. So you always want to go and get checked out, and you know, we pay the money for the health insurance for that purpose, so that if something happens, you can go and get yourself checked out and have all that billed through your health insurance.
All right, circling back to calling the police. They come, they document the incident. What comes next as far as getting their report for your insurance company is concerned?
So at the scene, the officer, when he or she arrives, they're going to take down all the information, and later on they're going to make a report. Now, at the scene of the accident, the report won't be ready, but they'll give you a card that has the accident report number. So you wait a couple days until the report is ready to go, and then you take that to the police station and you pick up your report. And you always want to check the report to make sure that all of the information on it accurately reflects everything that happened the day of the accident. You know, police officers are very busy.
Sure.
And we're all human, so mistakes are going to happen sometimes.
And yours is probably not the first wreck that they have worked since they came on.
Absolutely.
Duty. Thatcher Smith, thank you so much for the advice. You can find out more about Thatcher and the great work they're doing at Warren and Griffin. Just check out the website. It is warrenandgriffin.com, warrenandgriffin.com. Phone number 265-4878. Stick around. We have much more straight ahead on Let's Chat.